a home on the Outer Banks. Weatherly Insurance Agency, an independent insurance agency with 6 locations in eastern North Carolina, is here to help. Weatherly Insurance Agency has agents you can get to know because they're your neighbors and live in your town. Call today, 888-OBX-2-IBX, or on the web at weatherlyinsurance.com. From the Outer Banks to the Inner Banks, Weatherly Insurance has you covered.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU football. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
Healthwise Pharmacy rounds the bases with all of your infusion, retail, compounding, and medical equipment needs. Locally owned and operated by pharmacist Marcy Parker, Healthwise has grown to be your most trusted provider for infusion services. Currently providing in-home or on-site infusions in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit Healthwise Pharmacy at 615B South Memorial Drive or call 252-295-0059 to speak to a patient service representative to find the option that best suits your needs.
Daughtridge Gas and Oil has been your dependable propane supplier for 95 years. Their trained technicians can service and properly install all your propane and natural gas appliances. Plus, Daughtridge Gas and Oil is your backyard expert with fire pits, grills, smokers, and more, including quality outdoor furniture at their Greenville Patio and Hearth Shop at 1901 Charles Boulevard. Go by and see the knowledgeable staff at Daughtridge Gas and Oil for propane delivery or call 756-1345.
Grimes Built Construction is currently building homes in Pitt and Beaufort County, and they're always looking for land to start new neighborhoods. Grimes Built Construction is a custom home builder, but also builds beautiful spec homes in all price ranges. These aren't cookie-cutter homes. A Grimes-built home has great design, character, and the extra detail you desire.
This is Chad Grimes with Grimes Built Construction. If you're in the market for a new home or if you have land for sale, give me a call, 252-717-1418.
It's Open Line Friday.
I wrote the number down. I don't know if it's the right number. Let's try it.
Call Henry and Patrick now at 252-561-8255.
I don't know. Give it a shot.
Or at 866-963-1037. This is Talk 96.3 and 1037. Now from the Town Bank Studio, here's Henry Hinton and Patrick Johnson.
All right, good Friday morning, everybody. It is Talk of the Town here on 1037, 96.3, and we are simulcasting on video on Facebook and on YouTube and who knows where else. Joining you this morning here in Greenville, it is 77. Actually, I'm not in Greenville, 77 in Greenville. Going to high today of 92. I'm in the Carteret County studios this morning. And in Morehead City right now, we're expecting a high of 86 today. Only a 15% chance of rain. The weather's looking better for the weekend. It's going to be nice all weekend. Only about a 20% chance of rain. Mid-80s all weekend down at the coast. And in Greenville, inland areas, let's see what they're predicting. Get back to my Greenville on my app here. Looking for 90s, low 90s this weekend. So not a bad weekend for mid-August as we join you here on August the 7th. I am in the Carteret County studios this morning. PJ is somewhere out there in Radio Land. Where are you? You in Surf City this morning? Where
I
are
am
you?
not. No, I'm.
Oh,
I'm
you're in
right
the studio. I forgot. There you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I thought we were in the studio today. You told me we were going to be in the studio, that I had to be here. We had
I
a
did
lot
not.
of important business to take care of today.
Liar,
and of course, I
liar,
show up.
pants on fire.
And where are you? You're down in Carteret County hobnobbing.
No, I'm not hobnobbing. My wife and I had a beautiful evening together. Yesterday was our 49th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
And I worked yesterday morning and got in the car, and we drove down to the beach yesterday and spent the When we got here, we stayed on the beach until about 7 o'clock, reading and just being together and just being the old lovebirds that we are.
Right.
We will
We'll
celebrate tonight. We're going to go out tonight and have dinner tonight.
You're going to paint the town. You're going to tear up the town tonight.
I don't normally eat dinner, but I'm going to eat dinner tonight because I'm excited. We're going to a new place we have not been before that we've heard all sorts of great reviews about. So
okay,
I'll give you my review on it later. Yeah.
All right. So next week we could expect for you to give a review. Maybe Monday.
Perhaps. We'll see.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see. All right. Let's see what's going on in the world.
Hey, a quick question for you. Are you a person that would go to a restaurant and then leave a Google review or a Yelp review? Do you do any of that? Is that okay?
I've never done that in my life.
I didn't know.
Do you do that?
No.
I can see you doing that.
No, that would take effort, and I'm not going to make that kind of effort.
I mean, unless I can't remember ever doing that before, but people do it, and it's helpful to me when I don't know about a place, particularly if I'm looking at a hotel or
I got you,
something like that.
So you read the reviews, you just don't leave the reviews.
No, I'm not going to leave a review.
Yeah,
I'm not taking the time to do that. No,
it's a waste of time, I think, but
thankfully
other people do it.
It's Friday, so high school football starts.
2 weeks.
Is it next week or a week after next?
2 weeks from the public school starting. The privates start next week. JP2, Parrott et al. Pungo.
So we're going to have a host of high school games this year. We got new stuff this year. We're carrying Edenton again.
Okay. Somebody asked me that the other night. Somebody asked me that the other day.
We are carrying the Aces on 103.7. We've done that for several years now. The Edenton Aces radio will be on 103.7. The great Tommy Bass will be calling the play-by-play again.
Oh, great.
And Mean Gene, the Slim Jim selling machine, who's lost about 60 pounds on the East Carolina weight loss program, is going to be – he is now taking sponsorships. If you're interested in sponsoring Edenton Aces football, all you folks up in Chowan County, email Gene, Gene at IBX Media, Gene at IBX Media. He asked me to do a little plug for sponsorships for Edenton football today.
There you go. All right.
Or you can email me, Henry at IBXmedia.com, Henry at IBXmedia.com, and I'll get it to the one and only Slim Jim, Lean Gene, the selling machine.
Lean Gene, the selling machine.
Lean Gene, the selling machine, yes.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Let's see. We will have Rose High School on 94.3 The Game again this year. And Hank is kind of heading up those sales. So if you want to sponsor Rose High football, you can contact Hank at IBXmedia.com. And for the first time ever, we're going to be carrying football on 96.3. down at the coast, and we have made a deal to carry the Croatan High School football team because we've heard that they are going to have a great season this year. We don't want to miss it. So we're going to do Croatan High School on 96.3, and we've got lots of sponsors for that already, but we can probably take some more. I don't know. Dan might say we can't take any more, but if you're interested in sponsoring Croatan High School football on 96.3, you can email me and I'll get it to our sales staff down here. Henry at IBXmedia.com. My email was on fire yesterday.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't know what happened, but one of the folks that emailed me about the cruise, I never got the email. I've searched my spam and my trash and everything. And it happened to be somebody that I know and is a friend of mine in Greenville. So we got him in. But let me tell you just a second about the cruise, because I know people are tired of hearing about the cruise, right? Michael, we got a talk back on the cruise, didn't we? Do we have the talk back?
I understand we do. I also have another talk back that I was sent, the one I referenced yesterday. I was able to find it, and we have that queued up.
Who's producing this morning? Is this Logan producing? Is that you, Logan?
Cameron
is producing. I can't see because you're 90 miles away at the beach. Good morning, Cameron. How are you? Everything going well in your world?
I'm good. How are you?
Look at this. I got my coffee cup.
Speaking of mugs,
the beach is my happy place coffee cup. I couldn't be better this morning. It's a beautiful morning on the North Carolina coast. I'm looking out there at the ocean right now. Cameron's been in the Carteret County studios before. She knows how beautiful it is here.
Michael, where's my Henry's Place mug? We need to get it. I need some coffee in that.
If you drink out of my mug, seriously.
Thank you, Michael.
I will put out a hit on you so fast.
I've never seen Michael move so quickly to get me this mug. I can't wait to drink coffee out of it this morning.
If you drink out of my mug, I'm telling you, I'm going to put a hit out on you.
Well,
so people are tired of hearing about the cruise, I guess. We got a nasty talk back from a listener yesterday.
Don't spill it. There we go.
Oh, jeez. All right. If you put your lips on that cup.
Delicious.
You're dead to me. All right, Cameron, let's hear the nasty talk back that we got yesterday. Look, we play them all. If you send us something, as long as it doesn't include vulgarity or something vile, we'll play it. This guy wasn't happy with it.
Long as it doesn't deviate into the comments on your Mike Johnson reel. That's then we'll play it.
So here's someone who's tired of hearing about the cruise, who's not going on the cruise. Obviously.
Okay, all right.
Roll it, Cameron.
I just listened to the first 40 minutes of the show on a podcast, and all I've heard about is Ask Henry and this cruise. For the love of money, please get this cruise booked so we can go back to getting our news and be informed about this state's Republican Party being a dumpster fire and how to fix it. Holy cow.
This guy not only doesn't want me to talk about the cruise anymore, he's got a specific issue that I must talk about.
I think
the Republican Party being a dumpster fire.
I think he'd be a delight on the cruise. I think he'd be a ray of sunshine.
He'd be a great guy to have on the cruise.
Someone may jump overboard if he were to go on the cruise.
And he didn't like the Ask Henry segment yesterday.
It's not Ask Henry, it's Ask the Geezer.
Cameron, the guy didn't like our segment. I thought it was fun.
Why didn't he like our segment?
He doesn't like anything.
For the love of money. He said, for the love of money, stop doing the Ask Henry and the cruise.
He doesn't like anything, apparently.
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to upset you. Do you have your talk back you want to play?
Michael, do we have it? Okay, this was, again, unsolicited because I've not been on the air. This was sent on the talkback, and I only assume they heard about it here on Talk of the Town. Hit it.
Hey, Patrick. Kevin here. When is the greatest sports show of all time going to be back on the air?
Clearly, he's talking about Hoist the Colors with Steve and Igo or the Steve Logan Show, one of those two. And
what a self-serving moment that was for you.
Can I help? He was obviously wanted to know when Hoist the Colors is back on, and it's returning on noon on Mondays on 94.3 The Game.
By the way, if you want to do a talk back, you can just go to our app.
Yeah.
There's a little icon here. Where is it? Right here that says Talk to Us.
And you could send us.
You press that.
Yeah.
You press that.
Okay.
And I pressed the wrong one.
Yes, you did.
You press that. And
this might be better than
Ask
the segment. Henry trying to figure out the app. That could be a better segment.
You can record you can actually record it says start recording, and you can talk back and say anything you want to us, including something nasty.
I'm told there will be a Patrick Johnson show Monday at 5, and our guests, we're working on the guest. We got to go through official channels.
You don't have a guest yet, and you're starting your show on Monday?
Blake Harrell is what I'm told. We got to go through official channels. The head pirate will be with us that day.
You better go through official channels. I saw the sports information director was slapping hands this week for people trying to go straight to the coaches. That's a no-no. Come on, you got to know that. You got to know you can't go straight to them.
Well, if you're some slap who just started a podcast, you probably don't know these things.
The coaches are way too busy to deal with a bunch of media slaps.
Some of these people aren't even media. They're just fans with a microphone.
Yeah. It is Open Line Friday. We are going to take phone calls in the next segment. So if you want to get ready to make some phone calls, 252-561-8255, 252-561-TALK is our number, our studio line. And as always, we can talk about anything you want to talk about on Open Line Friday, as long as it's not vile or vulgar. You can criticize anything you want to with regard to us. You can criticize the fact that I've talked too much about the cruise this week. I will give a quick cruise update, though, because it's unbelievable. So T our travel coordinator, has been on the phone constantly since we announced this 2 days ago. About 8 o'clock last night, I have something in my eye that's driving me crazy.
I've got eye allergies too, and it's really, really tough.
I think it was about 8 o'clock last night, wasn't it? T sent me a text and said that there were...
You sold the boat out.
55 cabins. Was it 55? Hang on. Let me look at the... Let me get it exactly. Okay, here we are.
Are you getting a little production help?
We have 55 cabins on this next European cruise sold. That is unbelievable.
Pretty wild.
We carried 61
I just
people
listened
last week
to the first 40 minutes of the show on a podcast, and all I've heard about is Ask Henry and this cruise. For the love of money, please get this cruise booked so we can go back to getting our news and be informed about this state's Republican Party being a dumpster fire and how to fix it.
What are you?
Holy cow!
Well, this guy's going to be happy because we have sold 55 cabins, which is 110 people.
Wow.
And she's still working on more. She says, I have 5 more spots, and after that, it will go to a wait list. So I will tell you that if you want to go, it may not be too late. You can email me this morning, henry@ibxmedia.com. If you want to go on the Rhine River cruise next July, we're going to go from Basel, Germany to Amsterdam, the Netherlands. We're going to see Switzerland, Germany, France, parts of France, northeast France, and end up in the Netherlands in Amsterdam. 8 days starting July. We're leaving Raleigh-Durham July 24th, but I can tell you that you must email today, henry@ibxmedia.com. henry@ibxmedia.com. These ships hold 162 people, by the way, and we've got confirmed 110 of our listeners going. So we're taking over the boat. I was just thinking, I said to T, can you imagine somebody that doesn't know any better booking this cruise and finding out that every single person on it is from Eastern North Carolina, except them. But you know how Eastern North Carolina people are, particularly our listeners. They'll be very kind to everybody.
Well, maybe unless that one guy books, and then he might be a little fiery. But, maybe you get a little French wine in him and some food. He might relax a little.
Exactly. All right. So today, I would say today is it. You got to email us today, henry@ibxmedia.com.
I mean, you have not been back a week. You've not been back in the U.S. a week.
Well,
and
we
you've
sold
already,
it out. We sold it out in less than 2 days, and I'm talking about 55 cabins.
Yeah, and it's already sold out for
so
next year.
I would just, it ain't no brag, just fact. If somebody wants to get some results for their advertising, you should probably consider using our radio station.
Yes,
I think
you should.
I think your advertising might be very effective if you do that. By the way, speaking of that, my buddy Denny Lindeman from Craft Body Scan was in the studio yesterday. Denny was taking his family down here to the beach, and he stopped in to see us at the radio station yesterday. We recorded some new commercials for Craft Body Scan, and he was talking about the number of our listeners that have gone to Craft Body Scan and have used the code Henry50. Remember, if you want to get that $99 deal for your heart and lung scan for 2 people, it's you and a spouse, not a spouse, your spouse. You can't just pick any spouse. It's got to be your spouse. But you go to togetherwescan.com, you put the code in Henry50, you get the $99 deal. Henry50. I wish Henry was 50. but you put the code in Henry50, Together We Scan. You get the heart and lung scan, and you get to know what's inside your body. And rather than wondering, have I got a heart issue? I mean, look, I'm the perfect example. No symptoms, absolutely no chest pain, no shortness of breath, none of the standard symptoms for heart disease. and I go up there and find out I got one foot in a casket. So
what?
So well, I mean, it's true. I mean, if I hadn't gone, I don't know what would have happened. It's been 2 years now.
I see what you're saying. Yes,
it's been 2 years now, and I've lost 45 pounds, and I'm on Repatha, which is the doctors are telling me is going to save my life. I wouldn't have known I wouldn't have known to do it if I hadn't gone to Kraft Body Scan. I talked to people who found out they have lung cancer. People have gone and had bypass surgery after going up there. I mean, you don't want all that, but I mean, the alternative ain't very good, folks. So if you haven't done to Kraft Body Scan yet, let this be. Take this opportunity. $99? Are you kidding me? To get a CT scan of your heart and lungs? You can pay more and get every organ in your body scanned if you want it.
And it's easy peasy.
It takes 3 minutes. You don't even take your clothes off for crying out loud.
You don't have to declothe your their staff is unbelievably helpful and courteous, unreal.
I do not endorse something I don't believe in. I will tell you that when they came to us and wanted us to actually, Michael, I think you were the one that went first, weren't you? I think Michael was the first person in our.
Yeah.
And then Michael told them about our radio stations, and then they contacted us and said, well, we need we'd like the morning show guy to endorse this. We'd like to and so I said I don't know anything about it. I'm not going to do it. And I talked to some doctors, and they were like, it was all brand new. You pay to get a CT scan. I mean, you got to have a prescription to do that. Not anymore. Kraft Body Scan has changed it. You can go and get a CT scan without a prescription from a doctor for $99 for crying out loud. TogetherWeScan.com. Go there now. Put in the code Henry50, and you get a $99 deal. All right, let's take some calls. 252-561-8255, 561-8255. Some subjects this morning. What do you want to talk about? Here's a subject. They have now found Anthony Fauci in contempt of Congress. Should Anthony Fauci go to prison? Should he go to jail? Do you feel that vehement about the whole Anthony Fauci? And, I've been thinking about that question myself. And there's a part of me that thinks, no, he shouldn't go to jail. And then I think he put me in jail for a year.
Yeah.
He put our kids in jail.
Sure. You know who else?
And now we know he
Cooper
lied about the origin of COVID-19. Now it's confirmed. We now know he lied when he said it was a natural. It did not come from an eel or a rat. It came from gain-of-function research that he funded, and he knew that it came from there, and he knew it had leaked from that lab in Wuhan, China. He knew it and lied to us. And every Democrat governor in the country put us in chains. So should he be put in chains? Here's the thing. He got pardoned. He had immunity, yet he still would not answer the questions that the American public want to hear answered. So how strongly do you feel about Anthony Fauci going to prison? Steve Bannon did the very same thing he did. He refused to testify in front of Congress. He took the Fifth Amendment, and they put him in jail.
Yeah, he did go to prison.
He went to jail. Steve Bannon went to jail for the very same thing we just saw from Fauci. So should Fauci go to jail? What else can we talk about? You had in the newscast, so I guess the SBI is doing an investigation on the
they continue to investigate.
Pitt County sheriff that left the dog in the car.
Yeah,
and what really happened there. Did you see this? There was a Facebook post, this is why social media can be very dangerous. There was a Facebook post yesterday. Someone walked by a Greenville police car and saw another dog in a car, and put on there that the dog was in the car with the air conditioning turned off. And Greenville police had to respond to that yesterday. I mean, there's a little hysteria right now about that, as you can imagine. Greenville police had to respond on social media last night that this dog was in an air-conditioned vehicle. And somebody, people were disputing that, saying, I could tell if the car was running or not. They say it was a hybrid.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently Greenville police were very vehement in responding to these internet rumors that there was another dog left in a car in a Greenville police officer car yesterday.
Sure.
We can talk about the dog in the car if you want. I know there's a lot of. I'll say what I said before. I'm not going to criticize this guy who left the dog in the car because what I found out is that the dog lived with this officer and his family and his children, and I'm sure they're all devastated that the dog died. And if we're going to start really. Now, I heard you had someone on the news this morning and said this person should not be allowed to deal with canines in the future.
Right.
Maybe that's the proper punishment.
Sure.
Or the proper response. I don't know. What do you think about that? 252-561-8255. What do you think about here's another subject. What do you think about banning these THC drinks? The Senate voted to do it. And then the House said, no, we're not ready to do that yet. And they're going to reconsider it probably maybe later this year when they come back to Raleigh. Should the legislature ban these THC drinks? What do you think about that? 252-561-8255. You can call us if you don't want to actually go on the air, but you want to do a talk back. Go to our app, hit the Talk to Me button, and send us a message that way. All right, 252-561-8255. We'll be right back, and we'll open up the phone lines here at 7:35 on Open Line Friday on Talk of the Town.
Find, save, drive at Greenville Toyota. Find a huge selection. Save with low payments. Try fuel-efficient and hybrid models like Camrys, $219 a month, and RAV4s, $269 a month during the Find, Save, Drive sales event at Greenville Toyota.
Dowdy-Finklen Stadium rocking it. There's nothing like game days in Dowdy-Finklen Stadium. Football is special here, and that's because of you. It takes all of us to have success. The 2026 season is right around the corner. Season tickets start as low as $75. Get yours today.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance, and when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leyva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
Visit Larry's Steakhouse for a tender, hand-cut certified Angus ribeye. Other entrees include perfectly seasoned pork chops, chicken or seafood favorites like shrimp, tuna, and salmon. Complement your meal with Larry's fresh 20-plus item salad bar, or enjoy it as an all-you-can-eat entree. Daily rotating favorites include meatloaf, chicken pastry, hamburger steak, spaghetti, pork chops, and more, all complemented with your favorite country sides. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or our Sunday brunch, remember to support and eat local. Larry's Steakhouse.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU football. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
the Find, Save, Drive sales event at Greenville Toyota. Find a huge Toyota selection at big savings. Then drive Tacomas, $249 a month, and Tundras, $399 a month. Now find, save, drive today. Only at Greenville Toyota.
It's Open Line Friday.
I wrote the number down. I don't know if it's the right number. Let's try it.
Call Henry and Patrick now at 252-561-8255.
I don't know. Give it a shot.
Or at 866-963-1037. This is Talk 96.3 and 1037. Now from the Town Bank studio, here's Henry Hinton and Patrick Johnson.
One of the phones here in just a second, 252-561-8255. If you want to get on, we can talk about any of the things that I mentioned, including should Fauci go to jail. By the way, did you see Anthony Fauci's wife shot the media the bird yesterday?
Who does she think she is? Roy Cooper's wife? I mean, come on.
Oh, that's true. Hey, if I'm Mike Watley, I would get that little boy.
Yeah.
That when Roy Cooper's wife shot that little 10-year-old boy, the bird, he's probably
real
like
classy.
18 now.
Yeah, real
I would
classy.
get that child. I'd do a commercial with that child. I'd have him on TV with tears coming down his face and going, I was just 10 years old when it happened. Roy Cooper's wife shot me the bird. I was just a kid. I was trying to be nice to the governor. Yeah, so Fauci's wife shot the bird to the media yesterday. They've been camped out at his house.
He looks rough.
That's good little. Well, it is what it is. By the way, there was a major ruling by the Federal Communications Commission that will have a lot to do with the future of television. They've still not eliminated the ownership rules, the ownership caps, which we are told they're going to do at some point. And NAB, the board I'm on, is working on it. But yesterday, NAB got a big win because the FCC eliminated some ownership rules for television ownership, and it may affect people watching television in this market because Nexstar and Sinclair both own TV stations. Nexstar owns WNCT TV. Sinclair owns WCTI.
Right.
And those are two of the big stations, big ownership groups that are going to be buying up television stations like crazy now, because they've eliminated the 39% rule, which has been there forever, which means that one TV station, one ownership group cannot have more than 39% of the total audience in a market. Now, it's going to be decided on by case-by-case basis. If one company wants to buy another TV station and they could maybe own 3 TV stations in one market and have more than the 39% audience. FCC will consider each request for ownership changes on a case-by-case basis. All right, let's go to the phones here on Open Line Friday, 252-561-8255, 561-TALK, as is tradition. Kevin in Winterville leading us off this morning. Good morning, Kevin.
Morning, Henry.
How are you, sir?
Happy anniversary.
Thank you, sir.
I'm right behind you at 11 years. So mine's tomorrow.
11 years. Good luck, bro.
Oh, hey,
when the interns asked me, I had a chance to think more about when the interns asked me yesterday what they consider to be my biggest accomplishment. I thought about that more last night, and I can now give a more of a cerebral answer. The biggest accomplishment was me getting my wife when we first met in 1972. When she had a lot of choices. She had a lot of choices, but getting her to choose me was my biggest accomplishment. There you go.
There you go. And you marry the right one when she texts you and hey, when's football season start? I'm ready for some football, because that's what my wife did the other day.
Well, my wife's ready for it also. She asked me recently, when are we going to Alabama? We're excited because we're going to the Alabama game.
It's going to be fun.
All right. What else is on your mind this morning?
Well, first of all, Patrick, you're welcome for the shout out.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much.
And then as far as Fauci goes, I don't think he's going to go to jail. I think the best we can hope for is that his legacy gets dragged through the mud.
Well, I think that's already
I
happened.
think it's too much of a slippery slope to throw him in jail.
Yeah.
I do hope that every dollar he's amassed from all of these supposed outside deals he has to spend on billable lawyer hours, though.
Absolutely.
I think that'd be very fair.
Absolutely.
But do you want him to go to jail?
I mean, I wouldn't shed a tear.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
I mean, two Trump people got thrown in jail for contempt. Hey, I mean, there's a precedent, but you know,
Yep.
you want to go that
All right,
route
Kevin.
and try to force it or not?
Thank you for calling in. It's nice to talk to you. Thank you, man.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good weekend.
All right, same to you. 252-561-8255, 252-561-8255. Anything on your mind this morning? Doug in New Bern, good morning.
Good morning. I'm actually at Kennels Beach in Pamlico County, but I live in New Bern.
I got you. Are you fishing this morning? Are you working? What are you doing down at the beach?
Well, I'm relaxing right now, listening to Talk of the Town.
Good for you. Good choice. Way to start your day.
Cup of coffee. And look, my wife and I just did our 45th wedding anniversary on the 1st of August, so we're right there together.
Well, happy anniversary. What do you
Thank
think
you.
the
Same to
secret
you.
to a long marriage is, Doug? What's been your secret?
Patience and just keep on driving.
Yeah. People
just
give
gotta
up
have
too early.
patience with
They
each
give
other.
up too easy these days, don't they? You know, everybody goes through some rough patches. I said this
I mean,
yesterday. My wife and I we've always given each other space. And, you know, it ain't all roses all the time. It never is with any relationship.
No.
But,
No.
you know,
I know, man.
you
You
make
gotta-
that commitment when you get married, and people too easy these days. People just give it up. I know some things are. I know there becomes irreconcilable differences, but I don't. Did you and your wife date a long time before you got married?
About 2 years.
That's good. Yeah, we dated 5 years, but we were really young, so we were still in college, and I was broke as a church mouse.
The Fauci situation. I want to first of all, Fauci is lower than pig slime in a pig pen. You know, my number one thing: can't he be sued civilly by individuals? And something that concerns me now too, with the escape of that virus from that lab. You know, you're hearing on the news all this week about these rogue AI programs taking over internets. It's a different type of situation, but it is the same situation. Are we going to face that with AI now?
Listen, I think AI is going to change everything in the world. Everything.
But they're talking about it going rogue. They had a lot of rogue programs this week.
They had a problem again yesterday at Meta with one of the programs that went rogue. Is that what you're talking about?
I reckon. I don't know what the name of the programs are. The best I can do is dial Talking to Town on his phone.
Yeah. You know, Elon Musk said it. We're 5 years away from AI being smarter than any human being. But you know, the other thing that Elon Musk said about AI that I find really interesting is that wealth, and this is coming from the wealthiest man in the world, wealth will not matter in the future. He did that in that interview where that British journalist was trying to stick it to him. But this was one of the more interesting things in that interview for me. He said, in the future, wealth won't matter because everyone's going to be on the same plane, which I guess the socialists are working for now. That's what they want now. But he says it's not going to be because of socialism. It's going to be because of artificial intelligence. And she says, what do you mean by that? Why won't people not need money? And he said, No, you won't. Why do you need money? You need money for things. You need money for things. You need money for, items and the things that make you happy. He said, all of those things are going to be given to you by AI in the future, so you're not going to have to pay for them. I can't quite grasp what he means by that, but it's interesting to think about.
Yeah. Well, if you got any attorneys out there, back to the Fauci deal, can't he be civilly sued by individuals and all? Because the guy that shot up that school, and there was some guy that did a radio show, said all the facts of the school were false. He got sued bad. I mean, they ruined he. And I'm not saying he shouldn't have or should, but he said it was all makeup and all that. And the families of those people that were affected in the shooting sued him. And
wouldn't that have to be class action, though? I mean, like a lone individual can't afford. It would be too cost prohibitive.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at all the businesses
maybe Elon Musk
down, and then look at all the people, the businesses he shut down, and the people that were putting old folks' homes with COVID.
Yeah.
And if
I hear you.
Grandparents died.
Yeah.
There's a class action suit right in there. I'm surprised we ain't seen that on TV.
Well, maybe it's too soon for that. We'll see what happens now that he's.
Well, there is a statute.
And you say, couldn't he be sued? Anybody can sue anybody for anything. Yeah. Can you win is the question.
Sure.
Well, that's right. But
all right, man. Good to hear from you.
All right. Take care.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it, Doug. 252-561-8255. 252-561-8255. Open line Friday. James emailed me and said his pawpaw always said the secret to a long and happy marriage is his and hers sinks. Separate bathroom sinks.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, I could see it. All right. More open lines coming up. 252-561-8255. It is 7:50. We'll be right back.
This is about you, your family, and the health of all who live in Eastern North Carolina. This is about the transformation of a health system into something more powerful and more human. About creating new ways to treat disease and keep you well. This is about ECU Health, which is to say, it's really all about you. ECU Health. Minds, hearts, purpose.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance, and when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
Visit Larry's Steakhouse for a tender, hand-cut certified Angus ribeye. Other entrees include perfectly seasoned pork chops, chicken, or seafood favorites like shrimp, tuna, and salmon. Complement your meal with Larry's fresh 20-plus item salad bar, or enjoy it as an all-you-can-eat entree. Daily rotating favorites include meatloaf, chicken pastry, hamburger steak, spaghetti, pork chops, and more, all complemented with your favorite country sides. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or our Sunday brunch, remember to support and eat local. Larry's Steakhouse.
Acre Station Meat Farm, along with Lane Angus Beef, bring you Farm to Fork Beef.
Stock your freezers now with affordable beef boxes just in time for the grilling season.
Farm to Fork Beef brings quality local beef to your family. From your traditional butcher shop, Acre Station Meat Farm. Come on down to Acre Station Meat Farm and find out why we're #1 in fresh cuts and friendly service.
Acre Station Meat Farm, Highway 32 North, Pinetown.
Daughtridge Gas and Oil has been your dependable propane supplier for 95 years. Their trained technicians can service and properly install all your propane and natural gas appliances. Plus, Daughtridge Gas and Oil is your backyard expert with fire pits, grills, smokers, and more, including quality outdoor furniture at their Greenville Patio and Hearth Shop at 1901 Charles Boulevard. Go by and see the knowledgeable staff at Daughtridge Gas and Oil for propane delivery or call 756-1345.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
All right, Patrick Johnson back at the studios for Town Bank, and it is our Pirate Report and Sports Update. Panthers took down the Cardinals 33-30. Time was running down in the NFL Hall of Fame game from Canton when Haynes King rushed with the go-ahead touchdown from 5 yards out.
I was going to try to extend the play because, obviously this is the last play of the game, and then it just kind of parted, and the linebacker started closing space, and I was like, I can get around him, and, that's what happened, and score the ball.
ECU football continues preseason camp. Head coach Blake Harrell on making sure the reps, even early in camp, are competitive.
The fact we have competition in each and every position room was going to make us a better football team. And I thought that to them after practice, our team after practice, about our young men competing with each other's side of the ball. Because if we can do that, that's going to make us better.
North Carolina defensive coordinator Steve Belichick is taking an indefinite medical leave from the Tar Heel football program. Head coach Bill Belichick announced the move Thursday, saying his son will be away from the team while addressing the medical issue. The school has not provided additional details about his condition or a timetable for his return. North Carolina's Johnston County remains undefeated at the Little League Softball World Series in Greenville. 5-2 win over Florida yesterday. Joko scored all 5 of its runs in the 5th inning to earn a victory at Stallings Stadium. Frontier League Down East Bird Dogs dropped the series finale 7-4. One night after Christian Adams delivered a walk-off win, so now Down East opens a 3-game road series at Lake Erie tonight at 7. Bo Hostler atop the leaderboard of the Wyndham Championship after round 1 was postponed, suspended due to inclement weather. Hostler with a 9-under, 61 to open the tournament. Sahith Thagala and Ben James are tied for second at 8-under. They're going to resume play here in about 5 minutes, and then we'll wrap up round 1. Round 2 will then get underway following that at Sedgefield in Greensboro. All right, that'll do it for sports. Your Pirate Report. Now back to the Carteret County Studios and the Big Hen.
All right, our sports report and Pirate Report brought to you this hour by Jim Wells, my buddy at Wells Roofing and Seamless Gutters. Jim did the gutters on my house and did an unbelievable job. If you need roofing or gutter work, and I know there have been a lot of roof leaks with all this rain we've had in the last 10 days, call Wells Roofing and Gutters at 252-702-3919. That's 702-3919 for Wells Roofing and Gutters. Boy, what a dumpster fire the whole Chapel Hill
unbelievable
football thing. I mean, it just, the hits just keep on
it's
coming.
Just one thing after another.
Fan. I mean,
it's snake bitten
crazy.
At this point. Yeah,
it's ridiculous. But you know what? They bought and paid for it, and they paid for it dearly.
Yeah,
dearly.
Yep.
All right, we'll be back after the news with more Open Line Friday. Stay with us.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance, and when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leyva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh! Acre Station Meat Farm, along with Lane Angus Beef, bring you Farm to Fork Beef.
Stock your freezers now with affordable beef boxes just in time for the grilling season.
Farm to Fork Beef brings quality local beef to your family. From your traditional butcher shop, Acre Station Meat Farm. Come on down to Acre Station Meat Farm and find out why we're #1 in fresh cuts and friendly service.
Acre Station Meat Farm, Highway 32 North, Pinetown.
Grimes Built Construction is currently building homes in Pitt and Beaufort County, and they're always looking for land to start new neighborhoods. Grimes Built Construction is a custom home builder, but also builds beautiful spec homes in all price ranges. These aren't cookie-cutter homes. A Grimes-built home has great design, character, and the extra detail you desire.
This is Chad Grimes with Grimes Built Construction. If you're in the market for a new home or if you have land for sale, give me a call, 252-717-1418.
Healthwise Pharmacy rounds the bases with all of your infusion, retail, compounding, and medical equipment needs. Locally owned and operated by pharmacist Marcy Parker, Healthwise has grown to be your most trusted provider for infusion services. Currently providing in-home or on-site infusions in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit Healthwise Pharmacy at 615B South Memorial Drive or call 252-295-0059 to speak to a patient service representative to find the option that best suits your needs.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU Baseball. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU Athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
WNCT 9 on your side newsroom. This is your Talk of the Town information update. Here's Patrick Johnson.
TGIF, it's Friday. We made it. Here's what's happening. U.S. Senate candidate Michael Whatley stopping in New Bern on Thursday. He held a Restoring Law and Order news conference. Whatley says he's been meeting with police chiefs and sheriffs across North Carolina. Whatley also talked about what law enforcement needs as far as resources and funding.
It's training that they need, that we can make sure they get the training, making sure that we're going to get them the supplies and the support that they need. Ultimately, we need to make sure that criminals are behind bars and our streets are going to be safe. And I'm going to fight every day to make sure that our law enforcement community, what they need.
Whatley went on to emphasize how important the race is in order for Republicans to maintain control in federal government. His opponent, former Democrat Governor Roy Cooper, continues his Make Stuff Cost Less campaign with a stop late last month in Wilson. 3 people are okay following a plane crash. It happened in Beaufort County 2 yesterday afternoon, north of Pinetown. Beaufort County Emergency Services says first responders found the plane in a ditch near a wood line in the area of Barber No. 1 Road and Cahoon Road. Emergency Services says 3 people were on board. They were not hurt. They were able to exit the plane. NTSB and FAA are investigating. Work to preserve the coastline underway with a big beach replenishment project along OBX. Crews are pumping about 2 million cubic yards of sand across a 3-mile stretch of Buxton. Dare County officials say the project began last Friday. The restoration project is in place due to the area being at an increased risk from coastal erosion, including 2 homes collapsing into the ocean since September of 2025.
Warm and humid getting underway this morning, then partly to mostly sunny skies this afternoon. Light winds out of the southwest, upper 80s at the coast, near 90 or so inland. Real feels around 100 degrees there. Maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm this afternoon. That's about it. Overnight lows in the 70s. Partly cloudy on Saturday. Could be some showers approaching the coast. We'll have to watch out for that. Mid 80s there, lower 90s inland, and a similar setup for your Sunday. From the Storm Team 9 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Rob Martin for Talk 96.3 and 103.7.
And looking at mid-90s into next week, yikes. Take it as we can take it here this time of year, though, with low 90s. All right, 77 right now in Greenville. It is 76 in Washington, 75 degrees in Tarboro, 76 in Havelock. We're at 73 at the airport in Onslow County, 80 in Morehead City. All right, Talk of the Town, Hour 2, Open Line Friday. Get in now. And the big hen in our Carteret County studios will rejoin him here on Talk 103.7, Talk 96.3, and the IBX Media app next.
Healthwise Pharmacy rounds the bases with all of your infusion, retail, compounding, and medical equipment needs. Locally owned and operated by pharmacist Marcy Parker, Healthwise has grown to be your most trusted provider for infusion services. Currently providing in-home or on-site infusions in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit Healthwise Pharmacy at 615B South Memorial Drive or call 252-295-0059 to speak to a patient service representative to find the option that best suits your needs.
Greenville Marine Outdoor Shop is your fishing headquarters with an amazing selection of rods and reels, lures and artificial baits, fishing tackle, and more. Plus, we're your hunting headquarters with all kinds of shotguns, hunting rifles, ammo, and accessories, and we're your archery center, too.
For better service, quality, selection, and more, we've got them. Come see them. Our deals, you won't believe them.
Greenville Marine Outdoor Shop, 3600 Marine Drive in Greenville. Visit us online at greenvillemarine.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Daughtridge Gas and Oil has been your dependable propane supplier for 95 years. Their trained technicians can service and properly install all your propane and natural gas appliances. Plus, Daughtridge Gas and Oil is your backyard expert with fire pits, grills, smokers, and more, including quality outdoor furniture at their Greenville Patio and Hearth Shop at 1901 Charles Boulevard. Go by and see the knowledgeable staff at Daughtridge Gas and Oil for propane delivery or call 756-1345.
Need cash for a vacation? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the vacation cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
Need to insure a boat in Edenton, a business in Elizabeth City, a car in Greenville? How about a farm truck in Mount Olive or a home on the Outer Banks? Weatherly Insurance Agency, an independent insurance agency with 6 locations in eastern North Carolina, is here to help. Weatherly Insurance Agency has agents you can get to know because they're your neighbors and live in your town. Call today, 888-OBX-2-IBX, or on the web at weatherlyinsurance.com. From the Outer Banks to the Inner Banks, Weatherly Insurance has you covered.
Make every day electric on the Kawasaki Electro 20 electric balance bike. Maximize the fun with long run times, impressive top speed, and Kawasaki build quality. Easy adjustability and smooth handling make everyday riding more enjoyable. And the standard MTB type tires provide off-pavement capability. The Kawasaki Electro 20 is the electric balance bike that's built to rip. Go to Ron Ayers Motorsports, Memorial Drive, north of the airport, Greenville.
It's Open Line Friday.
I wrote the number down. I don't know if it's the right number. Let's try it.
Call Henry and Patrick now at 252-561-8255.
I don't know. Give it a shot.
Or at 866-963-1037. This is Talk 96.3 and 1037. Now from the Town Bank studio, here's Henry Hinton and Patrick Johnson.
Michael told me that our video stream went down for some reason during the news break, so I'm restarting the stream as we speak on my Facebook page. But we should be back up on YouTube. And are we back up on YouTube over here, honey? My assistant, I'm sexually harassing my assistant this morning. I called her honey. She's a sweet young thing. My wife and I are at the Carteret County Studios this morning.
Easy.
So it's not sexual harassment.
Okay.
I'm no Chuck Edwards, I can tell you that much. By the way, speaking of Chuck Edwards, they're going to Monday night, the Republican Party is going to name a replacement for Congressman Chuck Edwards out in the western part of the state. And now that he has dropped out of the re-election race, and I don't think they got the goods on him. I think he would have survived. He would have survived an ethics vote in the House. He would have survived it. But what he might not survive is re-election. Right?
Well, and that would have been the rub on the whole thing. Could he have survived the ballot box?
Yeah. I think the guy that they're going to replace him with is Tim Moffitt from Asheville.
That's the word.
I've known Moffitt a long time. You know who Moffitt was close to? He was close to Brian Brown, our local representative, when Brian was in the House. Brian Brown introduced me to Tim Moffitt. And we had Moffitt on our show at least once when we were doing Live at the Legislature, because I remember Brian Brown said, you might want to interview Tim Moffitt. He's a rising star. But then he got beat.
Yeah.
But then he ran again and got, after getting beat for the House, he ran and got a state Senate seat. And then he just quit because he's a very successful business guy. And I guess he got busy in his business. So I'm thinking it's going to be Tim Moffitt in that race out in Congressional District 11 out in the western part of the state. Right now, the Republicans have 11 of the 14 congressional seats in North Carolina. If they held and Laurie Buckout were to win, it would be 12. And as you heard the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, say when he was on our show on Wednesday, when we recorded it on Tuesday, is that this Laurie Buckout, Don Davis race is one of their top 3 races in the country for the Republican Party to try to not only hold on to the majority in the House, but the Speaker thinks they're going to increase the majority. Now, keep in mind, it's only happened 2 times in 90 years that the party in control of the White House actually gains seats in a midterm election. And if it happens this time, which the speaker and Richard Hudson are both predicting, it's going to be due to the huge left-wing turn of the Democrat Party. I shouldn't even say a huge left-wing turn. It's not a left-wing turn. They've always been left-wing. The Democrats have always been left. Well, in recent years, they've been left-wing. I mean, when I was growing up, the Democrats were the conservatives. But in recent years, they've been left-wing. But, I mean, the woke culture has turned this Democrat Party into a dumpster fire. And when you've got people like James Carville saying he's thinking about leaving the Democrat Party and Bill Maher saying he can't vote Democrat, I keep trying to understand how all of my Eastern North Carolina friends that are in the Democrat Party can continue to want to be part of that ideology. I just can't understand it. A lot of it has to do with Trump derangement syndrome. I got an email last night from a guy that I've known for a long time. Just, again, this had to do with the Mike Johnson interview that I did, and he made some comment, just kind of a crazy comment, like, well, let's see what it was. He said, should we trust Iran or trust Trump? Iran has a much better track record. And I generally don't respond to that kind of ridiculous dribble. But, I mean, that one required a response, didn't it? And I said, yeah, definitely trust the folks who've been trying to kill us. And then he came back, and we kill 126 children, and they should trust Trump. What's he talking about? It we kill 126 children. What does that mean?
I guess there's that deal early in the conflict where reportedly a school may have got hit.
Maybe that's what he's talking about. Yeah.
But I mean,
was that ever really was that confirmed?
Well, again, that's what it was. It was reported or insinuated that is what happened.
Well, I mean, who said it? The Iranians? I mean,
well, according to this guy, you could trust him.
Yeah.
Is this the same guy that wants the boat talk to wrap up?
No, this is somebody you know. I'm not going to call his name. You might be surprised if I told you who it was. I'll text you later.
Okay. That wild, huh?
Yeah. Not surprising, though. He's going a little off the. I mean, some people just have incredible Trump.
They've lost it. They've gone off the deep end.
Well, they can't get a grip. They just can't get a grip.
Yeah.
All right, we are live at the beach this morning. I am anyway. Patrick, who's normally at the beach, is in the studio, and looks like it's going to be a beautiful weekend and good boating weather.
Especially
also
at the coast.
Check the boating report. It's going to be really hot next week. Greenville temperature is going to be back up to like 96 by Tuesday. Why don't we check the boating forecast? Let's do that right now. Our boat forecast for the weekend brought to you by Park Boat Company and Mandio Marine. If you want to go boating this weekend, here's what you're looking at today. Beautiful day down here on the coast. Sounds and rivers are going to be very light. When I crossed the bridge coming over yesterday afternoon, very light on the Bogue Sound. Southwest winds 5 to 10 knots, 2 to 3s offshore, just 2 to 3 feet offshore. Beautiful boating day today. Tomorrow looks good too. Southwest winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas offshore will be a little higher tomorrow, 3 to 4 feet. Sounds and rivers will be moderate tomorrow. And on Sunday, we'll start the day with southwest winds 5 to 10. It'll increase to 10 to 15 knots in the afternoon. Seas offshore 2 to 3. Sounds and rivers will start the day off with very light chop, increasing to moderate chop in the afternoon, and there is a slight chance of afternoon thunderstorms. So today's a great boating day. Tomorrow's going to be a good boating day. And Sunday, if you go out early, I'm not saying you should skip church, but it's going to be better to boat early on Sunday than later. 252-561-8255. 252-561-8255. It's Open Line Friday. We can talk about anything you want. One of the subjects that I threw out was the the whole Fauci situation, and now that he's been the committee has voted him in contempt of Congress, should he go to prison like Steve Bannon did? Here's another subject. If you ever mention Tom Tillis, that'll elicit some response.
Do you see where TMZ caught up with him?
Tom Tillis has released a new book.
Oh, God.
I am not joking when I tell you this. The name of Tom Tillis's new book is How to Lose Friends and Antagonize Presidents.
Oh.
How to Lose Friends and Antagonize Presidents. He really goes after Stephen Miller in the White House and Pete Hegseth, and he calls people like that maggots, M-A-G-A-T.
You sure this isn't the Babylon
in other words,
Bee?
like MAGA and add a T, maggots. He calls them maggots.
This isn't the Babylon Bee.
What do you think about that?
This is not the Babylon Bee reporting this, correct? This is real.
This is a true story.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Tillis's new book? That ought to bring some folk. I'll say something controversial. I'm still friends with Tom Tillis, so even though his name of his book is How to Lose Friends and Antagonize Presidents, he's lost a lot of friends. I'm still his friend, but I have become very disappointed in Senator Tillis on many levels. And so what do you think? 252-561-8255. Yes.
The big story is TMZ caught up to him yesterday. Apparently he's renting part of Mitch McConnell's residence.
Oh.
For the duration of his term.
By the way, Mitch McConnell is saying that he is leaving rehab and heading home finally.
But we'll continue to rehab.
He's leaving rehab and going to go home and rehab at home. He said, on advice of my doctors, I'll maintain an intensive regimen of physical therapy from home during the state work period. I'll continue to engage with my staff and colleagues on important Senate business. By the way, the Senate is set to recess today for their August recess. House is already on recess.
Yeah.
All right, let's take some calls. 252-561-8255, 561-8255. Joe in Greenville, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. In regards to Anthony Fauci, why doesn't Michael Watley bring up the fact about Fauci and tie him in to Roy Cooper? Remember Roy Cooper and little Mandy Cohen? Why doesn't...
How can we forget?
Yeah, exactly. So I think that would be a great ad for Michael Watley to tie Roy Cooper to Fauci, because, I mean, they were like neck and neck in their beliefs. And maybe if Fauci goes to prison, he can take Cooper with him.
Well, you can believe that ad is coming. You know what? I'm beginning to see more Mike Watley ads. You know, I always say that, you know, the people don't remember any of the ads until after Labor Day. But I mean, we're getting closer to Labor Day, and there's going to be so much money spent in the Senate race between Watley and Cooper that I think you're going to start to see some ads now. And you can believe that that's going to be one of them, Joe. You can believe that.
I can tell you what, I mean, you can remember back everything that Fauci said, Cooper and little Mandy, I mean, they were tied to the hip.
Yep.
I mean, trying to shut down businesses and keep people from going to church and the whole 9 yards. And I think people need to be reminded of that.
I can tell you that I don't remember ever being as mad as I was when we would, every 2 weeks, they would have those press conferences, and Mandy Cohen, who's never signed the front of a check. You know, business people, you know, I was watching my business go down the tubes. My grandchildren were not going to school. Man, I was pissed off. And you know, we're going to have a press conference at 4:00 today, and then Mandy Cohen would come out and tell you how many people had COVID and how many people were in the hospital and talk about PPP. And then Roy Cooper would come out and say, folks, we're just going to have to shut it down for another 2 weeks. And I swear, I almost threw my shoe at the television. I was so mad.
Well, and she wasn't even a practicing doctor. She was just
the tension in my body when they would say they were going to keep a shutdown. I'll never forget it. And let me tell you something. I hope other people don't either.
Well, and remember,
remember
the video of her coming out behind the scenes without the mask and then put it on for theater and then taking it off to speak. I mean, just the whole thing was total theater.
Yeah. It was so frustrating because they had the ability to do this, yet you know that Roy Cooper nor Mandy Cohen could ever run a business and don't understand how difficult it is to run a successful business. And they were taking our businesses down the tubes. They were not letting people go to church. I mean, all of that stuff. God, it was just ridiculous. So, yeah, I hope Whatley sticks it to him on that. He should.
You and me both.
I'm getting Whatley on next week to talk about that. Thanks for that reminder, Joe.
You're welcome. Y'all have a great weekend.
See you, Joe.
All right. Thank you, Joe. 252-561-8255, 561-TALK. Where are we going, Michael? I couldn't hear that in my ears. Mike in Winterville, you're on. Good morning.
What's up, Henry?
How are you, Mike? Pumpkin? Is that Pumpkin?
It is Pumpkin. How are you?
How you doing, man? I'm great. Hope you are.
I'm doing great. I'm actually sitting in my workplace at Greenville Hood and doing good. Hey, I just wanted to tell you a couple things. One, I've been married 32 years to my precious wife, and two things that I've learned. One, I heard from an old-time friend of mine. He said, you keep your mouth shut and your wallet open. and then the second one, which I've always lived by, and Cindy and I have, and that is you never go to bed mad. You just, you iron out your differences before you go to sleep, and in the morning it's all better. So,
I've always heard that you don't go to bed mad. And I remember when my wife and I had the obligatory conference with the preacher that was, we had, you have to go meet with a preacher before he marries you and all that stuff. And I remember he told us that day, but I don't subscribe to that because sometimes I go to bed mad.
Well, Debbie's
here's the thing though. Don't wake up mad. Don't wake up mad.
That's right. That's right. Hey, and one more thing.
I think it's a pipe dream to think that you can go through, how many years, 34 years for you, 49 years. There's some nights you're just going to go to bed mad. I don't know what, and it's it's usually over nothing. The idea about keeping your mouth shut and your wallet open. I never had to worry about that because my wife she's the tightest woman on the planet.
Hey, one more thing about Fauci.
We both came from nothing, so I can tell you, we've both acted like, we're going to be broke tomorrow. But here's the thing: I know how to live broke because I've done it before. All you people that grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth, you don't know how to live broke. I do.
No doubt. Hey, and one thing about Fauci, maybe he does need to go to prison. That way he can die alone like he caused thousands of people to do.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I hate to say that.
You vote to send him to prison. I mean, the guy is a egomaniac turd. Excuse me. Can you say that? That's not one of those prohibited words, is it? He really is.
Yeah.
All right,
indeed.
Good to hear from you, man. Go sell a Toyota. Go sell a 4Runner.
Yes, sir.
Y'all got a lot of inventory on the lot right now?
We got stuff coming in. A lot of stuff's coming in already pre-sold, so that's a good thing. Just need to, it's who knows. We're living in a different world now. So, but all is good.
All right, thank you. The great Mike Lauren Pumpkin from Greenville Toyota. All right, let's go back to the phones. 252-561 8255-561-TALK. Get one more in here before the break. Ryan in Columbia. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning, Henry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, this is Ron Toppin. You know, I feel like
Ron. I thought they said Ryan. Ron. Hey, good morning, Ron.
Well, you know, my wife had never been sick until we took them damn COVID shots, and then she started having heart problems and everything else, and finally passed away. And I lost my first cousin down in South Carolina. She took that Johnson & Johnson and had a stroke 2 weeks after she took it, and never recovered and died. So, you know,
Ron grew up in Chowan County. Ron Toppin, his father was the sheriff and Chowan County when I was growing up, and close friend. And Ron's brother was one of my best friends in high school. And so I know Ron well. But Ron, you know, my mom, who was healthy as a horse, the general, she lived to 95. But I'll tell you what killed her? COVID killed her. She got COVID and ended up in heart failure. You know, something like that was bound to get her at some point. But, you know, I've never had any negative feelings. She was going to die soon anyway. She was getting older, but she was healthy when she got COVID. And then the shape she was in after she got COVID was sad to watch.
Yeah, I know.
All right, man. Well, it's great to hear from you.
Well, keep up the good work and fight all the battles.
All right, buddy. See ya.
You're fighting a lot of them.
The great Ron Toppin. We got a lot to fight. All right, 252-561-8255. 252-561-8255. Open line Friday. We got a few minutes left to take some phone calls. What do you think about Tillis's new book, How to Lose Friends and Antagonize Presidents? What do you think about him referring to Pete Hegseth as a maggot? M-A-G-A, MAGA, with a T on the end of it, maggot. He calls Pete Hegseth, Stephen Miller, the one-time director of national intelligence, Bill Pulte. He calls them maggots. What do you think about that? 252-561-8255. Be right back.
Hi, I'm D.R. Alligood.
And I'm his daughter, Jessica.
For 11 years, we have built quality driveways and parking lots for both your residential and commercial needs. We also offer free on-site quotes to have your custom driveways built the way you want.
Call AA Hauling, 252-946-1227 or AAHauling.com.
Need to insure a boat in Edenton, a business in Elizabeth City, a car in Greenville? How about a farm truck in Mount Olive or a home on the Outer Banks? Weatherly Insurance Agency, an independent insurance agency with 6 locations in eastern North Carolina, is here to help. Weatherly Insurance Agency has agents you can get to know because they're your neighbors and live in your town. Call today, 888-OBX-2-IBX, or on the web at weatherlyinsurance.com. From the Outer Banks to the Inner Banks, Weatherly Insurance has you covered.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU football. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
Healthwise Pharmacy rounds the bases with all of your infusion, retail, compounding, and medical equipment needs. Locally owned and operated by pharmacist Marcy Parker, Healthwise has grown to be your most trusted provider for infusion services. Currently providing in-home or on-site infusions in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit Healthwise Pharmacy at 615B South Memorial Drive or call 252-295-0059 to speak to a patient service representative to find the option that best suits your needs.
Daughtridge Gas and Oil has been your dependable propane supplier for 95 years. Their trained technicians can service and properly install all your propane and natural gas appliances. Plus, Daughtridge Gas and Oil is your backyard expert with fire pits, grills, smokers, and more, including quality outdoor furniture at their Greenville Patio and Hearth Shop at 1901 Charles Boulevard. Go by and see the knowledgeable staff at Daughtridge Gas and Oil for propane delivery or call 756-1345.
Grimes Built Construction is currently building homes in Pitt and Beaufort County, and they're always looking for land to start new neighborhoods. Grimes Built Construction is a custom home builder, but also builds beautiful spec homes in all price ranges. These aren't cookie cutter homes. A Grimes Built home has great design, character, and the extra detail you desire.
This is Chad Grimes with Grimes Built Construction. If you're in the market for a new home or if you have land for sale, give me a call, 252-717-1418.
It's Open Line Friday.
I wrote the number down. I don't know if it's the right number. Let's try it.
Call Henry and Patrick now at 252-561-8255.
I don't know. Give it a shot.
Or at 866-963-1037. This is Talk 96.3 and 1037. Now from the Town Bank studio, here's Henry Hinton and Patrick Johnson.
Raymond from Sanders Ford says, now that I've given Greenville Toyota a shout out and promoted Toyotas, that I have to do equal time for Ford. So I want you to know I own a Ford and a Toyota, and they're both great vehicles. And congratulations to Shorty over at Sanders Ford. Shorty Meadows retiring today after almost 50 years. How about that? Congratulations, Shorty Meadows. Great career at Sanders Ford. And, you know, here's the thing. When you go to work for Sanders Ford, people don't leave because they love working for the Raymonds. I've known the Raymonds a long time. I've known Matt Raymond Jr. probably for 40 years, maybe longer than that. No, probably, 40 years. Matt III is now the dealer principal and runs Sanders Ford. What a great family. And 2 kids now at ECU. How about them apples?
Hey.
2 ECU kids. Matt is trying to make up for his indiscretion when he went to NC State. So we've got 2 of the Raymond kids in Greenville now. And I'm trying to help one of them find a parking spot. If anybody knows where we can get a parking spot, and, you know, we need some help in finding it. When you got the freshmen can't park on campus, so they have to find a parking spot off campus. I told him she could park at my house or at our parking lot, but then she'd have to Uber to get to her car. Maybe she can get a scooter, something like that. All right, Open Line Friday, 252-561-8255. It's a beautiful morning on the Carolina coast. I'm looking at the ocean right now. It's calm. Going to be a beautiful day down here. My wife and I are celebrating our anniversary right now and having a good time down here at the beach. She's over here washing dishes and making noise in our studio. This is a radio studio, honey. Come on, stop that. 252-561-8255. Let's check the stock market numbers from yesterday. It ain't pretty. Stock market update brought to you by Truist Investment Services of Scott Shook and Thomas Rouse. The Dow was down yesterday, big, 464 points. NASDAQ was pretty flat, down 15 points. S&P 500 was only down 13. Let's check the futures for today. Everything's looking good right now. Little change on the Dow. Dow futures up 61. NASDAQ futures looking good right now. They're up 173. And the S&P 500 futures up 20. So yesterday, not such a good day. Today looks much brighter. And on Wall Street, there's your stock market numbers brought to you by the Shook Rouse Group of Truist Investment Services. During the show, we have had another booking for the cruise. I know people don't want to I know people don't want me to talk about the cruise. They're tired of hearing about it, but by my count, that means we have 56 cabins booked, and which means, how many did she say she had left? 5 last night. So that means there are 4 cabins left. If anybody wants to book, you need to email me now, henry@ibxmedia.com. And you can go to my Facebook page and see the details on where we're going through 4 countries up the Rhine River, leaving from Basel, Switzerland. We're going to see Switzerland, Germany, France, and the Netherlands. Going to end up in Amsterdam next week, next August. All right, 252-561-8255, 561-TALK. We were talking about the THC drinks. I got an email here from someone who is, I guess they're trying to be anonymous. It says, first, I've never been a big supporter of THC and CBD products. I believe they're marketed to children and make them more appealing for them to buy these products. THC and CBD are regulated the same as other inhibiting products. Many loopholes in the 2018 Farm Bill for hemp-derived products that allow them to be exploited federally because they fall outside the state-regulated cannabis dispensaries. This guy sounds like he's pretty knowledgeable about this stuff, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Make sure, with regard to THC drinks, make sure these drinks are not infused with alcohol. These two chemicals mixed together can cause enhanced intoxication. Alcohol increases the rate at which your body absorbs THC, leading to a much stronger and less predictable high. THC actually suppresses your vomiting reflex, and alcohol does the opposite. This guy sounds like a doctor, doesn't he?
Kind of does, yeah. At least somebody knowledgeable from the medical
P.S.
side. Yeah.
Fauci is a scumbag. COVID-19 regulations made no sense. It was all about power and control. Hospital coders specifically created the false COVID death numbers. If someone died of a heart attack but tested positive for COVID, they labeled them as a COVID death, all because they received funding for it. Well, that's true. I really believe that happened. But like in my mother's case, she died of heart failure, but she never had it until she got COVID. Is that not right? My wife was saying she had heart. Yeah, she did have some heart problems before that. But, I mean, COVID killed her because it attacked her heart. Yeah. Say that again. I think I'm getting a message here in my ear. What is that? Michael in New Bern is holding. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm rambling on and on. Michael in New Bern, you're on Open Line Friday. How are you?
Hey, good morning, Henry. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for calling.
Yeah. Hey, regarding Fauci, I wish he could go to prison. We all know he's never going to go behind bars. That's just not going to happen. He deserves it, and he should.
I'm not sure about that. I mean, they put Steve Bannon in prison. I didn't think they'd do that.
Well, that was a little bit different scenario. They didn't show up. I mean, this guy played the fifth. Well, he's the leftist, too, Fauci. He's got all his, buddies on the left. He's not going to do jail time. I really wish he would, but I just don't see it happening. The people on the left are never put in jail or held to any accountability whatsoever.
Well, you might be right. Yeah, you might be right. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong.
I'm ready to turn the page on the whole COVID thing. I'm sick of it.
So so are a lot of people. My grandmother died in a hospital room by herself at 84 years old. So yes, a lot of people are angry, but also ready to turn the page. And lastly, if I could just real quick, regarding the cruise, you talk about the cruise all you want, my man. It's your show. You have
but I don't want to run my listeners off. If people are tired of hearing about the cruise, I'll stop talking about it. You know how it is when you come back off of a great vacation, you're on a high, you want to talk, and then
You get one complaint and you're broad brushing
Yeah.
everybody. I mean, I
actually got more. I got more than one.
Well,
complaint.
just remind people. Just remind people. We all do the same exact thing. We're just not on the air. We go on a trip and we go back to work and we just can't stop talking about how great it was.
That's right. That's exactly right. And then we and then we wanted to give people the opportunity, and man, people are taking advantage of it. 56 cabins. We're going to own the boat. All right, man. Good to hear from
guys,
you. Thank
have
you,
a great
Michael.
weekend.
Appreciate that call. I got a text here from a friend of mine. Connecting the dots, Tillis does not hold back on his position of Trump and his sycophants. Trump says he will oppose Tillis's reelection. Tillis decides to retire. Republicans nominate a second-rate candidate. Roy Cooper will be the next senator of the Illinois state. I hope you're wrong.
Yeah.
I hope you're wrong. But
in addition to being arm in arm with Fauci, let's not forget that Cooper released over 4,000 criminals during that time. And that's resulted in 18 people being killed.
I mean, if Whatley's campaign people do what they should do, there's a lot of stuff they could campaign on
There's
against
a
Roy
ton of
Cooper.
there.
Yeah, exactly. Michael, who's the caller again? All right, we're going to take another call here in a second, but this is breaking. Don Davis has just been endorsed by Pocahontas. Elizabeth Warren has endorsed Don Davis. Now, in the 1st District of Eastern North Carolina, does that hurt Don Davis or help him?
Again, like we talked about beginning of the week, when she was one of the keynotes at their clam bake that they had last weekend, she's considered mainstream in the Democrat Party now. Was that thinkable 8-10 years ago with her?
I don't know.
That's how far off the reservation, pardon the pun, that the Democrats have gone. She's mainstream.
If I were Don Davis and Elizabeth Warren said, "I want to endorse you," I would say, "Please don't."
Yeah, but Don's not going to say that.
She is, and Don wants to. Here's the thing, Don wants to portray himself as a moderate Democrat.
Well,
I don't believe in all this communism stuff, and
people
I don't
think
believe
she's
in
a
this,
moderate now.
But
she's middle of the road in
the
the party.
Democrats 99% of the time.
Yeah.
And if you allow Elizabeth Warren to endorse you, you're basically endorsing Elizabeth Warren's politics. So, Don, bad idea. I know you're listening this morning. Bad idea, Don. You should not let Pocahontas endorse you. Laurie Buckout is probably doing a war dance right now, celebrating over that one. 252-561-8255. 252-561-8255. Jim in Elizabeth City, good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I hope you are.
I am. I'm retired. You were talking about earlier about deaths being attributed to COVID that weren't really COVID-related deaths.
Right.
I used to work with a gentleman whose wife worked for a major corporate hospital, corporately run hospital. I don't know exactly what her job title was, but she handled the death certificates and all of that stuff. Her aunt and uncle was involved in a serious car accident. They went to the hospital where she worked and passed due to the accident within a day or two, both of them. She lost her job because she refused to label their deaths as COVID. And I know both her husband and her personally. But she lost her job because she refused to label the deaths as COVID related. I don't know whether they tested positive for COVID after they were dead. I don't know those details, but I know that she refused to label them as COVID deaths because they were killed because of a car accident, and she lost her job because of it.
Well, people lost their jobs when they wouldn't take the vaccine.
Oh,
People,
I know.
I know a young man who I knew from the time he was a teenager that was in the military that was required to take the shot. and he ended up with a heart issue because a lot of young, virile, healthy men who took that shot in their 20s ended up having problems with the lining of their heart, and he and his military career is probably going to be curtailed because of it.
Yeah.
So there's all that and more. I mean, there's just so much there. There's so much there.
And then you've still got people lining up to get the shot.
Yeah. Well, I took 2 of them. I wouldn't take any more after that. My doctor wanted me to take the 3rd one, and I said, you know what? I'm done with it. I'm not taking any more of them.
The place I worked at the time was going to force everybody to take the shot, and over 80% of the people that worked there said no. And basically, we told them, you can fire us if you want, but we'd like to see you work with 20%. We'd like to see you run the place with 20% of your workforce.
Right.
And they quickly backed down.
All right, Jim. Good to hear from you up in Elizabeth City this morning. Appreciate you calling.
All right, man.
We got to get a break in 252-561-8255, 252-561-8255. We will be right back.
Find, save, drive at Greenville Toyota. Find a huge selection. Save with low payments. Drive fuel-efficient and hybrid models like Camrys, $219 a month, and RAV4s, $269 a month during the Find, Save, Drive sales event at Greenville Toyota.
There's nothing like game days in Dowdy-Ficklen Stadium. Football is special here, and that's because of you. It takes all of us to have success. The 2026 season is right around the corner. Season tickets start as low as $75. Get yours today.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance, and when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leyva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
Visit Larry's Steakhouse for a tender, hand-cut certified Angus ribeye. Other entrees include perfectly seasoned pork chops, chicken or seafood favorites like shrimp, tuna, and salmon. Complement your meal with Larry's fresh 20-plus item salad bar, or enjoy it as an all-you-can-eat entree. Daily rotating favorites include meatloaf, chicken pastry, hamburger steak, spaghetti, pork chops, and more, all complemented with your favorite country sides. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or our Sunday brunch, remember to support and eat local. Larry's Steakhouse.
At National Finance, we're all about hometown support, just like ECU football. National Finance helps us win on and off the field. They've got your back when you need it most. Fast, easy personal loans for life's big plays. And just like us, they're committed to Eastern North Carolina. National Finance, proud supporters of ECU athletics. Visit nfcmoney.com for loans as fast as today.
It's the Find, Save, Drive sales event at Greenville Toyota. Find a huge Toyota selection at big savings. Then drive Tacomas, $249 a month, and Tundras, $399 a month. Now find, save, drive today. Only at Greenville Toyota.
Talk of the town, and it's time for our sports update and Pirate Report. The Panthers nipped the Cardinals on the last play of the game as time was expiring, 33-30 in the Hall of Fame game from Canton. Haynes King, the former Ramblin' Wreck QB, rushed with the go-ahead touchdown from the 5-yard line on the game's final play. This is what he said afterwards.
I was going to try to extend the play because, obviously this is the last play of the game, and then it just kind of parted, and the linebacker started closing space, and I was like, I can get around him, and that's what happened, and score the ball.
Pirate football, they continue preseason camp. Head coach Blake Harrell making sure the reps, even early on, are competitive.
The fact we have competition in each and every position room was going to make us a better football team. And I thought that to them after practice, our team after practice, about our young men competing with each other's side of the ball. So if we can do that, that's going to make us better.
North Carolina defensive coordinator Steve Belichick is taking an indefinite medical leave from the Tar Heels football program. Head coach Bill Belichick announced the move Thursday, saying his son will be away from the team while addressing the medical issue. The school has not provided any additional information. North Carolina and the Johnston County team remains undefeated at the Little League Softball World Series in Greenville. They rallied, scoring 5 runs in the 5th to knock off Florida, and now Johnston County will advance after the victory yesterday. And some late-breaking news here in the last little bit, learning that some senators, Josh Hawley, Jim Banks, Tommy Tuberville, have filed a proposed amendment to the Protect College Sports Act related to transgender athlete participation in women's sports. We'll see what happens there. All right, that'll do it from the studios, the Town Bank studios. Let's send it back now to the Big Hen in Carteret County.
All right, our sports update this hour brought to you by Weatherly Insurance. Our Pirate Report with 6 locations throughout Eastern Carolina, from the Outer Banks to the Inner Banks. Weatherly Insurance has you covered. Call 252-756-9900 or go to weatherlyinsurance.com. Red in Jacksonville. Red, I hate to say this, we got like 40 seconds. Go.
Fred. How about Fred?
Fred. Yeah, go, Fred. Sorry.
That's all right. Hey, you're talking about THC, and one of the problems is they buy the high potency and then sell it as low potency. And sheriffs and JPD are having a hard time controlling that. And on top of that, I know a little 1-year-old that overdosed on it because the mom gave one of those gummies to her 11-year-old who didn't like it, spit it out, and the 1-year-old crawled over and ate it and overdosed.
Jeez.
And the mom was
crazy.
never charged with anything.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, the underage thing is concerning, and I know all the sheriffs are well into banning this THC stuff. All right, Fred, thank you. Thanks to all of our calls. Thanks to everyone. Have a great weekend. That is it for Open Line Friday. We've had a great time today. We'll be back in the Town Bank studio on Monday. Enjoy this nice weather while we have it. We'll see you Monday on Talk of the Town.
This is about you, your family, and the health of all who live in Eastern North Carolina. This is about the transformation of a health system into something more powerful and more human, about creating new ways to treat disease and keep you well. This is about ECU Health, which is to say, it's really all about you. ECU Health. Minds, hearts, purpose.
You have a choice when you invest in insurance, and when you choose First State Insurance Advisors, you're working with people you can trust. Clark Stallings has deep ties in the community. His team, including Keaton Smith, Regina Asby, Phil Leyva, Max Joyner Jr., Max Joyner III, and Ginger Smith, provides knowledgeable and professional advice. First State Insurance Advisors is an independent insurance agency. They offer all types of personal insurance as well as various types for business. Call or email First State Insurance Advisors today. We want to be your trusted choice agency.
Visit Larry's Steakhouse for a tender, hand-cut certified Angus ribeye. Other entrees include perfectly seasoned pork chops, chicken, or seafood favorites like shrimp, tuna, and salmon. Complement your meal with Larry's fresh 20-plus item salad bar, or enjoy it as an all-you-can-eat entree. Daily rotating favorites include meatloaf, chicken pastry, hamburger steak, spaghetti, pork chops, and more, all complemented with your favorite country sides. Whether it's for lunch, dinner, or our Sunday brunch, remember to support and eat local. Larry's Steakhouse.
Acre Station Meat Farm, along with Lane Angus Beef, bring you Farm to Fork Beef.
Stock your freezers now with affordable beef boxes, just in time for the grilling season.
Farm to Fork Beef brings quality local beef to your family. From your traditional butcher shop, Acre Station Meat Farm. Come on down to Acre Station Meat Farm and find out why we're #1 in fresh cuts and friendly service.
Acre Station Meat Farm, Highway 32 North, Pinetown.
Daughtridge Gas and Oil has been your dependable propane supplier for 95 years. Their trained technicians can service and properly install all your propane and natural gas appliances. Plus, Daughtridge Gas and Oil is your backyard expert with fire pits, grills, smokers, and more, including quality outdoor furniture at their Greenville Patio and Hearth Shop at 1901 Charles Boulevard. Go by and see the knowledgeable staff at Daughtridge Gas and Oil for propane delivery or call 756-1345.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College.
Register now